In 1971, a man pulled off the only unsolved air piracy case in American history. Dan Cooper boarded Northwest Orient Flight 305 wearing a business suit. He looked like any other passenger. He handed the flight attendant a note claiming he had a bomb. Then he showed her his briefcase filled with wires and dynamite. Cooper wasn't panicked or aggressive. He ordered bourbon and soda while making his demands. $200,000, 4 parachutes, or everyone dies. The FBI had no choice. They paid. After releasing all 36 passengers in Seattle, Cooper gave the crew new instructions. Fly toward Mexico City, low and slow. Somewhere over Washington's dark forests, during a freezing rainstorm, Cooper lowered the plane's backstairs and jumped into the night. The FBI launched their longest-running investigation. 45 years, hundreds of suspects, thousands of tips. They found almost nothing. Only a few rotting bills from the ransom money ever surfaced. Cooper vanished completely, becoming America's most polite criminal legend. The case officially closed in 2016, still unsolved. In 2011, a 27-year-old physics student created the world's most sophisticated drug empire from his bedroom. Ross Ulbricht built Silk Road, the dark web's Amazon for illegal drugs, military-grade encryption, anonymous servers bouncing across continents, Bitcoin payments that left no paper trail. For 2 years, over $1 billion in drugs flowed through his digital marketplace. The FBI couldn't touch him. Ulbricht operated under the alias Dread Pirate Roberts. He was a ghost in the machine. The FBI spent months chasing shadows, analyzing blockchain transactions, tracking servers across multiple countries. Nothing worked, but every criminal makes one mistake. In 2011, before Silk Road became massive, Ulbricht posted about his new site on a forum. He used his real email address. That single post connected Ross Ulbricht to Dread Pirate Roberts. On October 1, 2013, FBI agents found him in a San Francisco library, logged into Silk Road's admin panel. They seized his laptop, evidence of murder plots, drug trafficking operations. The digital drug lord got life in prison. One email, one mistake, game over. Did you know a bank robber once escaped prison by hiding in a truck, only to get caught because of his shopping habits? Willie Sutton was called the actor for good reason. For 40 years, he robbed banks using elaborate disguises, mailman uniforms, police badges, maintenance coveralls. He would spend months studying each target, learning guard schedules, memorizing every detail. His method was flawless. He stole over $2 million and never fired his gun once, but prison couldn't hold him either. In 1952, Sutton pulled off a daring escape from Holmesburg Prison. While accomplices created chaos, he slipped into a delivery truck and vanished. For 52 days, he was a ghost. The FBI searched everywhere, posted wanted posters, offered rewards. Then Sutton made one mistake. He went shopping for clothes in Brooklyn. A sharp-eyed salesman recognized his face and called police. The master of disguise caught while buying a suit. When reporters asked why he robbed banks, Sutton supposedly said the famous line, "Because that's where the money is," though he later denied ever saying it. In 1993, 2 men walked into a Vegas casino and stole $1 million in broad daylight. But that was nothing compared to what happened at the Wynn in 2010. French Maug was a baccarat dealer with a plan. For weeks, he studied every camera angle, memorized guard rotations, used a tiny hidden camera to record security procedures. His weapon? Invisible ink and special contact lenses. Maug would mark high-value cards with ink that only he could see through his contacts. Then he'd signal his accomplices at the table using elaborate hand gestures. The team was winning big, $1.5 million in chips. But casino security noticed something strange. This group never lost. Their betting patterns were too perfect. Surveillance footage revealed everything. The secret signals, the marked cards, the coordinated moves. The FBI arrested the entire crew. Maug got federal prison time. His accomplices joined him behind bars. The scheme was brilliant, but in Vegas, the house always has cameras watching, and eventually the house always wins. Did you know one man secretly controlled 5% of the world's copper supply and nearly destroyed a billion-dollar corporation? Yasuo Hamanaka was known as Mr. Copper. As chief trader for Sumitomo Corporation, he had enormous power over global copper prices. But behind the scenes, he was running the ultimate con. For 10 years, Hamanaka made unauthorized trades worth billions. He created fake documents, bribed brokers, set up shell companies offshore. He even forged his own executives' signatures to authorize massive deals. Every time he lost money, he made bigger bets to cover it up. The losses kept growing. $2.6 billion in hidden losses, more than his entire company's annual revenue. Hamanaka maintained the perfect illusion. His bosses thought he was making them rich. But in 1996, new management started asking questions. They discovered the discrepancies. The house of cards collapsed. Hamanaka confessed everything. 8 years in prison, lifetime trading ban, global commodity markets in shock. The man who controlled copper couldn't control his own greed. In 1973, a bank robbery in Stockholm created a psychological phenomenon that changed how we understand the human mind. Jan-Erik Olsson walked into Sveriges credit bank with a submachine gun. He shot a police officer, took 4 bank employees hostage. His demands were simple: $700,000, safe passage out, and his criminal friend Clark released from prison to help him. What happened next shocked everyone. The hostages started defending their captors against police. They refused to be rescued. One hostage even called the Prime Minister directly. "I trust the robbers more than I trust you," she told him. "Pull your officers back." For 6 days, the victims protected the men who held them at gunpoint. Psychologists had never seen anything like it. When Olsson finally surrendered, the hostages visited him in prison. They raised money for his legal defense. Scientists named this bizarre psychological bond Stockholm Syndrome. One failed bank robbery had revealed something disturbing about human nature. Sometimes victims fall in love with their captors, and we still don't fully understand why.